Dudes, like, okay, first, if you're new to my channel, I upload 3 videos a day. One at 10 a.m., 1 p.m., 5 p.m. Today, because of the current climate of Red Dead Online, I decided to pull back and reevaluate my, I guess, future with Red Dead. And I want to talk to you guys about your feelings. Now, I know that sounds weird. So what is going on, fellow outlaws? Outlaw Gary here. And Red Dead Online has hit a super bad point. Like, it's, dudes, I have seen your comments. I see you guys talking about on Discord. Like, I don't know anyone that's been playing this game since it came out that's like, I freaking love Red Dead Online. Like, I don't think that person exists. Like, no matter how many friends you have, no matter how many stranger missions you do with them, there is like hardly anyone that I can think of that's like, bro, my #1 game I load up every single day to play is Red Dead Online. Like, it doesn't exist right now. And I think that's a big problem. Now, as you guys know, I'm a super positive person here on my channel. I'm a huge advocate of Rockstar Games. I'm a huge advocate of what they've done with GTA 5 Online and have transformed it into such a longevity type of game. And I know a lot of you guys hate how it's so cash money centric, but it works really well for that audience. Now, looking at Red Dead Online, you guys can agree or disagree. Right now, it is not where it needs to be for a long-term game. There's a lot of games out there right now, and we've spoken about this in a past video where you look at Twitch, you look at YouTube, and all the YouTubers and Twitch streamers that were once playing Red Dead Redemption 2 or uploading Red Dead Online no longer even touch the game. And that's a big problem. I think the reason why some games are more successful than others is because creators like myself stick with them, and there's huge communities that back that creator and the game the creator's playing. Right now, Red Dead Online, besides our tight-knit little outlaw community that we have here on the channel, there isn't any like real Red Dead Redemption 2 communities out there that are like amazing. Like, there just isn't. Like, there's no other YouTubers doing what we do here, open lobbies with fans, shutting down servers with 32 people all in one spot. That just does not happen on any other channel, and no one else is doing it. And it's something that really bothers me for the long term of Red Dead Online. There's 3 points I want to cover in this video: the gold bars, so microtransactions, the longevity of Red Dead Online and what they could do, so DLCs and things like that, and what is currently wrong with Red Dead Online. So let's talk about first microtransactions. Right out the gate, as you guys know, Red Dead Online has microtransactions. Right now, they're super limited as we are in a beta, and I think the beta title that's currently on the game is very placeholdery. It's there so that they can, like, they have something to fall back on. They're not like, hey, this is the finished title or the released version of the game, so that you know that the game is ever developing. So right now, that is just there, but once they drop that title in about 3 months, that's their plan. 3 to 6 months, they're dropping the beta tag. So Red Dead Online is leaving beta in about 3 to 6 months, according to their latest newswire. Let's bring that up real quick. As you guys know, they recently had the Red Dead Online beta update for the new gun rush mode, and more to come. And if you guys can see right here in this section, Red Dead Online will stay in beta for a few more months yet, as we have many more new gameplay features to add across the board, as well as further changes to improve, stabilize, and refine the overall experience. So they know that the game isn't where it needs to be, and they want to keep it in beta for a few more months. Now, looking at the definition of few, define few, a small number. So then you want to look for how many numbers is few. A couple is generally 2, a few is more than that, but usually less than 5. Several is around 5 or more, a number that can be 7 into smaller groups. So a few is anywhere between 3 and 5 months. Like I mentioned, 3 to 6, somewhere around there. Now, we have updates that are coming later on this week. We have many things that are coming: races, showdown modes, and new clothing emotes, as well as additional changes based on player feedback, including things we covered last video. My biggest problem is right now with the microtransactions in game, we don't really have anything to spend that money on. As someone that's very, very supportive of microtransactions, and I'll explain to you why before you type up the most pissed off comment saying like, microtransactions ruin games. That's not the case at all. But the reason why I'm a supporter of microtransactions is because it allows the company that is funding these servers to keep the servers alive at a non-payment system. An example, microtransactions work for those that want to spend money on games. If you don't have money to spend on games, you can literally thank the people that spend money on games to keep the servers alive. As you guys know, Red Dead Online is a free game. Like when you bought Red Dead Redemption 2 for 60 bucks, that doesn't cover like Red Dead Online servers. Like that wasn't a part of the thing. It's like, hey, you're buying the Red Dead Redemption 2 story mode. Like that's what, like all the years of development that went to Red Dead Redemption 2, that's where your $60 went. Now, the way that games can fund online and make it of value long-term is microtransactions. Right now, I think Rockstar is going to be fine-tuning their microtransaction system as it's very, very limited and boring. You look at GTA 5 Online, you can literally buy with $100, $8 million in game. And to be honest, that $8 million will not go very far. But there's a lot of things you can buy that are really freaking cool. Like super cool cars, really cool guns, amazing outfits, costumes, masks, everything. You look at Red Dead Online at its current form. Remember, it's still in beta. It's still very new. We need to give it time. But you look at it and it's like, bro, why am I even gonna spend money to buy like a new bedroll for my horse? Or like, I'm gonna spend real life money for a new saddle that's like not even great value. So one thing I do want to see is a better microtransaction system, but I don't think that's going to solve the problems Rockstar Games is having with Red Dead Online to keep players interested. Right now, longevity wise, point number 2, we're looking at things that we're having problems with. Longevity, Rockstar needs to focus on content. And every time the players like you and I ask for new things in Red Dead Online, in regards to content, they release things that aren't really that great. Whether it's a tips and tricks newswire or a tweet letting us know how to use posses, the game really hasn't added anything new. New game modes and little tiny modes that you add to the game for Red Dead Online is not going to keep players interested. And the most recent Gun Rush is by far the worst content update we've ever had. It's also, I think, one of the first, so I don't really know if that counts, but literally this is worse than the Beach Bum DLC. Now, if you guys don't know what the Beach Bum DLC is, well, let me tell you. Beach Bum DLC was the first Grand Theft Auto 5 Online content update. It was the first major update. Now, I do not believe the Gun Rush DLC was a content update. It was more just like a, hey, here's the Gun Rush mode. Now, Rockstar Games is notorious for adding new modes to their titles. GTA 5 Online has seen tons of new modes added to its lifespan. There's been new modes, fun new stuff that's been added, but nothing that was as basic as Gun Rush. Gun Rush is the bare minimum for an update. Like, here's a new mode. It's really bad. No one really wanted it, but here it is. It's like one of those, it's like a Christmas gift that your parents or family gets you, and like you get it and you were hoping for something else, like you wanted a brand new iPhone, and then you open up that gift and they give you a freaking 2000 or 1990 Sidekick, even though those phones are really dope. Or like a BlackBerry, and you're just like, what am I supposed to do with the BlackBerry? Like, what is this? Or one of those old Siemens phones. You guys know what I'm talking about? I hope so. I used to own one of them. That sounds really, why do things always get really weird on this? You know what? Moving on. So DLC is needed for Rockstar Games to really make Red Dead Online what it needs to be. There's been so many videos uploaded to YouTube recently saying that Red Dead Online is dead. Check this out. If you go to YouTube and type in Red Dead Online is dead, there is so many videos. Look at this. 1 week ago, 892,000 views. Sonny Evans, 70K views. 280,000, 3 weeks. Bro, you know what? I just figured out what I'm titling this video. Red Dead Online is dying. There we go. Now, look at this. Dude, that's so, oh my God. Red Bandit said that Red Dead Online is boring and is dead. Red Dead Online has been the biggest flop of 2018 and 2019 gaming. Oh my, look at this. Look at these comments. And you know what's crazy? 10,000 likes. Well, a lot of people that disagree with that comment. I don't know if they disagree because of what he's saying or because they actually think it's dead, but tuberculosis is to blame, to be honest. Zumi Fiasco says, I personally disagree with this video. Way too early to make such a statement. The game is unfinished and Rockstar are also trying to iron out all the XP and money exploits for the final release, which is a very true statement. You guys can't see his comment, but it's right here. Like, that comment makes a lot of sense. I 100% agree, and I've always said that. And that's why I thought the first update we were gonna get was an ironing out of like all the exploits, wall breaches, and all those things. But unfortunately, that last update wasn't it. I don't know why. Hey, look, that's my video. Oh, dang, it almost has 100,000 views. Let's go, dude. Oh, it has 101,000 views. Let's freaking go. Make sure you guys buy my merch. So, as you guys know, Red Dead Online is having its little problems. They need to make sure long-term they keep the players that are currently here happy. I think what Rockstar is doing is they're testing things, right? They're trying to make sure Red Dead Online is the game that we all want. But the problem that they're having is keeping up to date with the current players that are playing, keeping them happy for the future. And it's super important. And I think that's a problem that every content creator has, including myself. Every day I make videos. As you guys know, I upload 3 videos a day. Now, the problem that I'm currently having is keeping you guys, the viewers that have been watching Outlaw Gary since the beginning, and attracting new viewers with a game that has no content. So what do I have to do? I have to go back to story mode to create content, which is something I don't want to do theoretically, because story mode, even though it's so alive, Red Dead Online is the most interactivity viewer to like me to you. And I want to enjoy my experiences with you guys, the viewers, the people that made me who I am today on Outlaw Gary. To prove that point, here is my 21 player Fight Club video we did that has 261,000 views, 6,800 likes, and you guys loved it. We did a what is this ad? What is this ad? Anyways, that has nothing to do with my channel, but as you guys can see, it's super loved by you guys. This is what you should do. People are super happy. Look at this. Everyone's just super thrilled at these types of videos. And that's the type of stuff I want to do. And I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing on this type of content, because it makes me so happy to see you guys enjoy this type of stuff, because that's what I love doing. So what does Rockstar need to do to fix their game? Point number 3, simply add more content. I think over a long period of time, we will have ups and downs in Red Dead Online, and I'm ready to go through those, because I went through them for GTA 5, and I know for longevity purposes, this is not a race, it's a marathon, and I won't be able to always upload 3 videos a day, but I tried to promise myself I will. And I think I made these commitments to myself, and I failed you guys today because I was just I'm so passionate about Red Dead Online and Red Dead Redemption 2 that I feel like Rockstar is failing us as a community, because we don't have the things that we're looking for yet. We've been patient, we've been waiting, and I really just want them to be more open with us. In the news wires, they're always giving tips and tricks and letting us know what's to come. The issue is, I want to know what's holding them back. I want to know, like, hey, this is what we're working on. And you know, I hate to bring this up, but Epic Games and Fortnite does a really good job at communicating with the community. They have a whole website dedicated to what's coming and what they're fixing. This is Fortnite's Trello. And as you guys can see, everything we have here is all the most top issues that they're currently having with Battle Royale, creative mode, save the world, and things they're working on. So an example, crosshairs blocked for certain outfits while aiming. As you guys can see, when it's in orange, that means it's being developed and worked on. When it's green, it means it's fixed in the next release. Now, that's huge. If we had something like this that explained to us what is going on with Red Dead Online and what we can expect, that would be super cool. But right now, we don't have that. We don't have something like that. And I understand why. Doing something like this is just a lot of extra work that may not even be worth it for Rockstar. But for those of us that are really, really in tune with the game, that want to know what's to come, what's being worked on, what's being fixed, these things are letting us know. You see, like, fix in a future release, Bluetooth audio, fix in a future release, all these things. Like, it's so cool to see that we have these things fixed, like investigating in development. Like, it's like, we're aware of different issues with Stormwing. Like, they know these things. And like, people like comment like, hey, these are the problems that we're having, and they know. I just sort of wish that we had more. At a long-term position, I think Rockstar Games and Epic Games are the 2 companies that can make their games work for their communities and their players. I 100% believe in Rockstar to make it work. I'm just worried about the community that may be new to Rockstar games and also Red Dead Redemption 2. Some people that may have came back to gaming after many years of not playing games, or even younger generations of kids that just don't have the patience or want to wait for the fixes. A lot of people have already stopped playing Red Dead Online, and I have seen it personally in my growth. I know for a fact Red Dead Redemption 2 is slowing down when I look at this chart. This chart right here is my personal channel's growth and how things are performing on my channel. Of course, there's a lot of factors that go into this, including school and the holidays being over. But as you guys can see, December was a solid month for me. We were doing super phenomenal, growing at 4,000 to 5,000 subscribers a day, over 400 to 500,000 views a day, which is super great for a brand new channel. As soon as school, work, holidays were over, and of course, Red Dead Online not having updates and the lack of updates coming to the game, you can see the slowdown. Now I've gone down to 1,700, 2,000. Like, you can see the major difference from 4,000. It's almost half on both columns, which is crazy to see. But overall, I think Rockstar Games can make it work. I think in due time, we will see this chart right here of me declining, going back up. And I'm only sharing these numbers with you guys because I know how important this game is to so many of us. Money aside for me, dudes, I will always find success in everything I do. I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of you guys that have put your heart and souls into Red Dead Online and just Red Dead Redemption 2 as a game, and you really want to see it succeed, and I'm right there with you. I think at the end of the day, we can just hope and pray that Rockstar Games will come through for us and do right by the Red Dead community, because I want to advocate for you guys. Like, I want to be in your corner. I want to be here for you guys and just like be that loud voice that has like connections with Rockstar, and they know like, hey, this is how the community feels. And I think overall, Rockstar knows where the community is at. They know that like emotions are not positive. They're not like, everyone loves Red Dead Online. Yeah, they love the gun rush update. No, like that's just not, it's not the thing. I'm sure their numbers can show that. Overall, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with brand new videos. Tomorrow we'll have 3 videos. Today was a super chill day for me. I wanted to take a little bit of a slower day, and we'll get back on that horse tomorrow. I just want to make this video and update you guys and let you guys know I care about you, and yeah, hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow on Monday. Later, guys.